Hi beauties, it's Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel. If y'all haven't been here before, my name is Kelsey. Welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. I have not filmed a video for about 1.5 years now. It has been a long time. So I'm here to kind of tell you where I've been, why I haven't really posted, just kind of give you a life update. So for y'all watching, thank you for being here. Thank you for everybody still subscribed. Thank you for all the new faces I'm excited to chat with. So I am here in my daughter's room in her cute closet because we do have a baby now. So last y'all saw, we had a video with big fun balloons and we had announced that we were pregnant, and then we had done like a video popping the balloon to announce that we were having a baby girl, and we do. So if y'all have been following me on Instagram, you've kind of been up to date with this last 1.5 years that I haven't posted on YouTube. So if y'all are not following me on Instagram, I would so appreciate you to head over. I'll put it on the screen as well. It's hair_by_Kelsey with an IE. That's me. So I'll put it on the screen here for y'all to follow. I would greatly appreciate it. I post Insta stories, daily Insta stories, kind of, I do hair stuff, beauty stuff, lifestyle, mamahood. Especially, I feel like this last 1.5 years I have incorporated a lot of mamahood, little tips and tricks, things that have worked for us on Insta story and on my actual page. So if y'all head over there, make sure to say hello, send me a message on a comment, send me a DM. I would love to chat with y'all. So, and thank you for everybody that's truly been so supportive of still kind of staying and following along with everything, even though I've been kind of MIA on YouTube. So let me kind of take you back. I had full intentions of videoing during my pregnancy. I even filmed, I had remembered this and I checked my camera. I had filmed a first trimester update on my camera. I remember telling one of my clients, oh yeah, I gotta edit this. And I feel like I just kind of got, not overwhelmed, I just had so much going on with work and clients, and then I was pregnant and I was trying to kind of just balance everything. And I really now wish I would have videoed all that, because that would have been so cool to go back and look at all of my pregnancy videos. I did keep a journal throughout, so that was really important to me to kind of write down a journal. I wrote letters to Zoe during pregnancy, all the concerts my husband and I went to. Y'all know we love our concerts. All the concerts that we went to while I was pregnant, I had her little concert list of what she went to when she was in my tummy. So I really tried to document as much as I could as that, but I really wish I would have videoed it and videoed a lot of this first 14 months of her life. So I was listening to one of my favorite YouTubers, Mallory Irvin, and she has a podcast called Living Fully. And I was listening to her podcast recently, and she was talking, she actually had one of her best friends on there who I also watch on YouTube, Alexandria Garza. I've watched them on YouTube for years. They're both really uplifting, positive people, and I've admired both of them. And Mallory they were both really talking about how to get going with your YouTube, and if it's something you want to do, just do it. And there was something that day when I was watching it that I was like, okay, I'm already kind of frustrated that this last 1.5 years I didn't video everything, because I would have been able to look back and document that and share that with y'all. So there was just that morning where I just felt like I was doing my makeup, listening to this podcast, and I just felt like, okay, I believe in signs. There's signs everywhere that stuff happens. Something's telling you, listen to your inner voice. And I just felt like that was my little sign listening to that morning that, okay, you wanted to continue this, so just do it. And so I loved that I listened to that morning, because it really did help me. And my mom has been encouraging me to do it. My husband's been encouraging to do it. I have friends that have just said, well, you already have your channel. You already have, you know, people that love to watch. Why don't you just do it? You're always recommending different things to people. You can easily make a video like that too. So I really appreciate the encouragement I've had from friends and family for it, because it is something I've wanted to do, just need to make the time for. As everybody knows, whether you have kids, you don't have kids, you work a busy job, you have a busy life, have no kids, have 6 kids. Life is busy. So it's just all about having priorities. And so I really am excited to be I want to document things, and I love Insta Story for that because you can kind of put little bits of your day on there. And I try to save a lot of those things to the highlights too on my page because I think that that's fun to go look back at. But anywho, so a big thank you to Mallory and Alex because that video really did inspire me, and my mom listened to it and my husband both listened to it too, and they both just said, yeah, like this, just go for it. You know, you've wanted to, so I appreciate their encouragement as well. So, so here I am videoing. This is kind of the first video back. I have lots of fun, exciting videos that I've already written down years ago, and now new ideas that I really want to incorporate with mamahood. And that's what's exciting, is my life has evolved a lot since having my daughter. So that's what's cool, is I can kind of incorporate even more types of videos. Yes, I can still post hair videos, beauty videos, but I can add some more motherhood tips that I've learned, things that really helped us, products that have really helped us, maybe things that we bought that we didn't really care for as much or we didn't use. So I want to share that all with y'all. And then, you know, I am huge about being optimistic and kind and really encouraging others. So that is a big thing too I always want to bring to this channel, is keeping it very optimistic and a happy place for people. That's kind of what I've always felt with my Instagram, that I've always really wanted to keep, is it just really happy, because that's who I am as a person. Being optimistic is very important to me. Being happy and smiley and uplifting, and turning any negative into a positive. So that's what I really want to keep this channel as, to a place where people can go if they're having an off day, where something can make them smile or encourage them or really motivate them. So anywho, I know I'm kind of bouncing around, but I did want to kind of let you guys know what kind of inspired me to get back on here and what my plans are for my channel still. I will give you guys like an update of this last about year and a half though. So Zoe is, our daughter is named Zoe K, and if y'all do follow me on Instagram, or if you don't already, go back to my Instagram, and if you go to one of my posts where I first announced her name, I explain, we had a very in-depth explanation of her name, a very thought out name, something for years that we wanted to use. So if you guys go back to that, you can see that. I believe I posted it in like November of 2018. But Zoe is it's a name that my husband and I always felt like was so special to us. My husband's name is Zach, so it had a Z name ever since I was about 11 or 12. You can ask my grandma and my mom. They always said that Zoe was my favorite name, and I'm not sure where I first heard that, because I never grew up with any little girls named Zoe, and I don't believe there were any shows then that little girls were named Zoe, but I always just felt like it was a happy and spunky and silly, just fun name. And all of those things describe our daughter to a T. She is spunky and funny and lively and silly and happy. And so Zoe is very fitting for her. Now we do spell her name Z-O-I-E because mine's Kelsey with an I-E. And then her middle name is Kay, K-A-Y, which is my mom's middle name, Lauren Kay. And that was super special because me and my mom have always been best friends my whole life, and my mom's very special to me. And so Zoe gets a little piece of her glamour. We call my mom her glamour. So Zoe has kind of the Zoe name, which was my favorite name, but also my husband and I have been together 10 years, so whatever year we decided that second, third year together, we were like, oh, when we have a family one day, if we have a little girl, her name is gonna be Zoe. So, and it has the Z for Zachary. So that was kind of her first and middle name. Also, her initials are ZKS, and so she has Z for Zach, K for Kelsey, and then our last name, Sanford. So her initials also have a meaning. So her first, middle, and last name and the initials all have meaning. So that was a really special way that we put that all together. We call her Zoe K most of the time. Sometimes we say Zoe or Zozo, but she's our Zoe K. So anyway, she was born December 28th of 2018, and now it is March of 2020, which is crazy that that much time has gone by. So the last video I think I shared in like July of 2018. So that was, I did do kind of a chat at the end of that video, but I had a really good pregnancy, and people that have known me in real life or followed me on Instagram, they saw a lot of that. I really enjoyed being pregnant. I had a really fun pregnancy, I felt like. I also truly believed it is what you make it. If you're not feeling well that day and you get up and you're miserable and you tell yourself you're miserable, then you're gonna be miserable. But there were days where I didn't feel my best, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna see my clients, I'm gonna do their hair, we're gonna beautify some locks, life is good, I have a healthy, happy baby. That's all I really cared about. So there were days where I would do a client's wedding hair, or I had a full 10-day of clients, and I would just kind of push through and just be grateful that I was pregnant. There are so many people that cannot get pregnant. I was so grateful for that. And I was so grateful that Zoe was healthy and kicking and moving, and life is good. So I really had a great, I was nauseous in the first trimester, up till about, I would say probably week 6 to week 12 was my toughest bit of the nausea. I did like have Sprite, and I'd put like some water in it to dilute it down just so it wasn't as sugary, and I would sip that, and sometimes at work, because I would just feel like when I'd talk with clients, I just felt like I was so nauseous. I did saltine crackers a lot, that really helped. But I really didn't feel nauseous much after that first trimester was done. And then second trimester, I felt like I got a lot of extra energy, and I was just, I was working out a lot, staying really active. I think that really helped. I think that really helps during the labor too, or it helped me during labor. I felt like my legs were still really strong. My abdomen was strong for pushing and everything. So I really did stay active and working 8 to 10 hour days, 5-6 days a week. I worked my normal work schedule. I had clients all throughout the day. I just, pushed through the day. And I'd bring snacks. I drank a lot of water. I naturally drink a lot of water, but I just drank so much water during my pregnancy. So I really didn't show too much until the end of my pregnancy. So if you guys go back on like one of my highlights, you can see like how I posted like 14, 16, 20 weeks, which was so funny because I know when you're pregnant, you just can't wait for everybody to like know that you're pregnant. Oh, they have a tummy. So, and I carried Zoe pretty low the whole time too, which was nice because she wasn't pressing on my, ribs as much. I'm grateful I have a long torso, so that really helped. So kind of went through second trimester, continued working out. Zoe was really healthy. I really enjoyed it. I was so grateful, and it was such a special journey. And then going into third trimester, I feel like that's when you really get so ready for your baby to be here. And by that point, I was like, okay, I think it was October, I had like weddings every single weekend, plus I was working during the week. I was on my feet all day long. So of course that's hard because you're just standing there moving around with clients, but you're on your feet all day. So there were times I just have to put my feet up, or when I got home, I'd have to get them in the bath right away. I was really grateful. I didn't swell much, so I had like no swelling in my feet, my hands, my face. So, and I know people that have terrible swelling, and they just said, oh, you were so lucky while you were standing all day, you didn't have swelling on your feet. So that was great. Doesn't mean my feet didn't hurt, but virtually my feet didn't swell, so I could still wear like my Doc Martens or like my nice sturdy shoes to stand in. So by, let's see, probably the end of November, I just started feeling kind of like, okay, I'm tired. That was probably one of the hardest parts because it was going into the last couple weeks of my pregnancy. I was tired. That was when I really felt like, okay, now I'm really feel like I'm pregnant. Also, I got really full really fast. So it was hard. It was like you were so hungry, but you could only eat so much. I had really bad acid reflux towards the end of my pregnancy, so I would sleep like diagonal back to the headboard. I'd just like kind of prop up some pillows and kind of sleep like this. And that was hard because I just felt like I'd constantly had so much, even if I wasn't eating something acidic, I had just so much acid through my throat constantly. That was probably one of the worst feelings. You almost feel like you're gonna choke a little bit, and I'm a little claustrophobic, so that kind of made me feel, it was hard to sleep those last couple weeks, really hard to sleep. So I would take Tums, you know, little things helped here and there, but I really had to sleep pretty propped up. So I couldn't wait, and I remember after I had Zoe, I was so excited to sleep like flat. But, you know, I just kept reminding myself, you've had a really good pregnancy. Some acid reflux won't hurt you. You can do this. Push through, Kelsey, push through. And I am somebody who tends to look at the positive in everything anyway. So even if I was having a really rough day, sometimes I don't even like to admit it because I just train my brain to look at the good. So even if I really was sick, I'm just like, okay, I feel awful, but I would have to tell myself on the way to work sometimes, like, you can do this, like really give myself a pep talk. So anyway, I worked all the way up until I had her. It was kind of nice that I knew she was probably gonna be there around Christmas because I usually don't work Christmas Eve and Christmas. So I planned to work, I worked through December 22nd, which was on a Saturday. So I worked through that Saturday. Sunday was the 23rd. Monday was Christmas Eve. So actually the 21st might have been Saturday. So I would have worked up through that Saturday. I think that was right because Christmas was on a Wednesday. So I have the calendar mentally in my head at all times. So it would have been the 21st. I worked through that Saturday. Sunday was 22nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Yep, Wednesday was Christmas. So I had gone to my checkup. I was so ready to have Zoe that I knew that it was going to be within that week. I was already dilated. So I really worked up right up until I had her, which those last couple days were tough standing on my feet, but you know, clients were so awesome. I'm so grateful with such great clients in my life, and that was really special that everybody was just really understanding and kind of knew that at any point, you know, I could go into labor. So we did have baby Zoe December 28th, and she was born 9:40 a.m. And also, I think I'm off on my dates because let me go back to my calendar because I had her on a Friday. So I think I'm off on my dates a little bit of what day was Christmas that year, because I thought Christmas was a Wednesday. But that wouldn't be right. I'll have to go back in my calendar and type that in. But anyway, so she was born Friday, December 28th. All that I know is which if y'all know me, you know how I'm like, dates like are stuck in my head at all times. So I can't believe that I can't remember this. I guess that's what happens. Mom life, as I always say, mom life. Okay, so I worked up till the Saturday before I had her. I worked through Saturday, had Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I had her Friday, but I was in the hospital that Thursday. So I really worked up until just a couple days before I had her. The reason I remember that too is because I was like, oh, this works perfectly because I have Christmas Eve and Christmas that I'm already gonna take off. So if for some reason she's here before then, I'll have to rearrange my schedule, but hopefully it'll be after. So it worked out really well. Anywho, so Zoe was born Friday, December 28th at 9:40 a.m. She was 7 pounds, 4.9 ounces, and she was 20 inches long. So pretty average size baby. She's very like long and lean, totally like how me and Zach are. We're both kind of tall, lean, lanky people. So anyway, but she was just the most precious baby girl. I she was more perfect than I could have imagined. It was so special because when she came out, push, 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 she was out. When I laid her on my chest, I had my heart necklace that says mama, and she grabbed onto my necklace and held onto it. And that was just like my little sign right then, like, oh, she knows I'm her mama. So that was the most special. I could totally cry talking about it because that was probably one of the most special moments of giving birth was her. That was just like her little sign to me, like, okay, I'm holding on now. So but she is the most precious angel baby. My husband and I are so grateful. She is so funny and silly, and she's always been very active since day one of when I gave birth to her. She moved when she was in my tummy, but she moves now. She is wild, especially now at 14 months. She is a wild girl. So, but she is so active and funny and silly and bubbly and smiles, just has this huge smile across her face. She's just so happy. So our first year with her was just fabulous. She, you know, of course, during the middle of the night, she was, at first we were up a lot, up until about that 8-week point. Then we were able to go kind of longer stretches. Then she was a really good sleeper. We did go through, of course, some hurdles when she was teething, some sleep regressions, which happens. So I think that's just part of parenthood as well. But she had her first birthday. Now she's about 14, a little over 14 months. And that's kind of what I need to do other videos on too. I do want to do kind of a video of telling y'all our favorite things from our first year and things that really helped us, and just give you guys some tips and advice that really helped us along the way as well. So anyway, I don't want to make this video too long because this is kind of like a recap of this last year, and I have a lot more coming for y'all, but I will make a video of kind of Zoe's first year and tell you guys a lot about that in another video. Oh, my camera is about to die, so I am going to wrap this video up, but I will be back for lots more videos, and I cannot wait to update y'all on our life more. This was just kind of a quick recap. If you have any questions, please comment them below. Feel free to ask me on Instagram. I will recap a lot more, but I don't want to make this video too long, and I just want to give you guys kind of key points. But Zoe K is a happy, healthy 14-month-old, and my husband and I are happy, and I hope y'all can jump on the Hair by Kelsey, hang out in Hair Train, and stay a part of our world. Like I said, go head over to Instagram. I would greatly appreciate that. And another big thing that if y'all could do for me, screenshot or take a picture of you watching this and post that onto your Insta story and tag me, because if we could just spread around that I'm back on here, show some new friends that I would love to have them on this channel to watch, subscribe. And so if you guys could do that for me, that'd be a huge favor, to just take a picture of this, put this on your Insta story, let your friends know that I'm here, and I'm gonna be posting lifestyle, fashion, beauty, just all that good stuff. So I appreciate y'all so much, and if y'all follow me on Instagram, you know the drill. But smile big, stand tall, and be kind always. I hope y'all have a fabulous day, and I love y'all.